Hey, what's up, everybody? I get people here on YouTube and even every now and then in eBay when I talk to people who buy the rosters, they say, hey, why don't you do some gameplay and everything. So, got some time since the overhauls of the roster are done for now. Be doing some more updating in a few weeks, but I figured I'd go ahead and jump into it and just have some fun with it, do a little gameplay. You know, it's funny actually. I'm going to go ahead and do Sox and Yankees. Haven't done anything playing with the game in a while. So go ahead and put it on Pro. You know, actually I haven't played in about 2 years. Just been too busy doing the rosters and then, other things come up. So just put it on Pro. Probably make a fool of myself. It's probably going to turn out where I'm a lot better at editing rosters than I actually am playing the game. So I'm going to try to play this though like speed it up, right? But what I do is I've never been a fan of the hitter's eye, so I always turn that off. This other stuff we'll leave it on. We'll fade this, but oh, my mistake. Fade this guy. So go ahead and then adjust some of the tuning real quick. And I looked at this beforehand, kind of looked at back at the old stuff I wanted to do, or that I was doing, but running. Try to get some more action here on the bases, try to get some more stolen bases going on, stuff like that. So 5 should be good for these. Now, I don't know if you noticed in your dynasty, if you keep the sliders at 0, their computer will hardly ever try to steal, so we're going to try to crank these up a little bit. But what I'm going to do is we're going to crank up the batting as well. I'm going to try to buzz through this game real quick. I'm not going to be sitting there taking a bunch of pitches like I normally would, so you're probably going to see a lot of ugly swing and misses and everything like that. So just trying to move the thing along. Obviously once I get it set up. Okay, everything else looks fine, so let's go ahead and just jump into this. Figure this was a good way to take a look at things before I should have went, right? Is he gonna is he was just trying to bait me. Go ahead and yeah, I guess you get my commentary as well. Oh, and go ahead and take a look at these, see how the rosters look, see if any tweaks need to be changed or things need to be changed, anything with the batting order that needs to be done. So like I said, it's been a couple years, so I don't know that facing Chris Sale's the best thing to do after a long layoff. Try to hit a grounder here. Oh, got through. I'm just trying to push him over to third. Not really conventional, I know, with power hitter up, but hopefully this gameplay looks okay. In terms of how it comes out on the screen, PlayStation guys, I don't know if you've ever looked at the Xbox. Come on. If you've ever looked at the Xbox gameplay itself. Got an Xbox recently. And I was actually looking at the graphics for that. And I've always been a PlayStation 2 guy myself. Never played on any other console, but graphics looked a lot nicer. Just in terms of the basics that I saw. Is that going to do it? We're going for it. Probably going to get gunned down. No! Ooh, made it in there. Woo! Well, I didn't think that was deep enough. Ah. Felt like when I swung on that one, I felt like I got more of it. Severino. Try to work some of their relievers into the game later. See who I want to see. Put the cursor on fade. Not going to really mess around with it too much like I would if I was playing somebody else, right? You're playing another human. Deke them into where you want them to think the pitch is going to go, right? Oh, I'm going here, right? Where am I going? You guys know how to do it. I actually didn't own this game back when it first came out. I didn't even get the game until about 2008 or so. I was off in, around that time, I was still off in college, actually finishing up my master's degree. So I actually didn't get the game until 2000, I want to say it was like 2008. So I don't know if there was an online component to it. You guys would know that better than me, but yeah, so I was a little bit late to it, and it wasn't until about 2011, maybe late 2010, dang it, that I started doing the rosters. When I first did it, it was just kind of basic. I guess around that time there were a few other people doing them. Yeah, he went. Oh, what? Dang it. It's busted me inside on all three. Those are always the tough ones, right? Those fastballs inside. So there were a few other people doing the rosters at that time, I think. Because I actually had purchased a roster set from somebody around that time, and they were adequate in terms of at least having some of the movement in it, some of the player transactions and things like that, but it was only good, I felt, for right at the beginning of the season, because the people that were doing them at that time, they didn't update them as the season went on like I do with mine. Come on. I thought he got that one. I thought we were tied up already. Yeah. Let me zoom out just a little bit there. Yeah, so like I was saying, people, they were doing them around that time, and It was good. I mean, it was something, right? So I don't know how many of you guys out there were playing at that time. I hear from a lot of people that came across these rosters in the past couple years and started playing more recently. So I don't know what it was like for you guys, but I have been playing, say, 2008, 2009, 10. Wasn't looking for that one. And so the rosters obviously were a lot better than what you'd get. Come on, take them out. I forgot to turn off injuries. Or a lot better than what you would get doing it on your own, right? Unless you really put in all that time. So it was something, right? I mean, it was good. They were good. They were adequate, like I said. You know, I'm so used to, when I play, I'm so used to playing with the sound off because I don't want to hear the commentary. Well, let me turn that on so you can hear them and not me. Because you probably heard enough of me talking already. I'll finish up my point on that, though. The rosters were adequate. So, 2000 played up through, like I said, 2008 to 2011 or so, and I actually put the game down at that time for 3 or 4 years. Things were going on, other things come up in life, and lived overseas for a while and all that stuff, so damn it. Oh shit. So there you go. An amazing inside the park home run. Let me turn that up. Maybe we don't do commentary and play at the same time, right?
That one splits the outfielder.
Wow.
He's on his way to second. That's a two-base hit. That was not an easy pitch to hit, but he was able to lay on a double. And the delivery. Doesn't get the call. That's a ball. This is one of the best hitters in baseball. He sends this pitch towards second base.
Took a risk, didn't work out.
That's an infield base hit.
When I play, I also put it on.
He winds and he throws. A run crosses the plate.
When I play it out, I also put it on umpire blown calls.
He was low flying around the bases right there. He turned that double into a triple. Bradley is up.
And the variable strike zone as well.
Over for a strike. Here's a guy who's been known to struggle at times against right-handed pitching. He reached 97 on the gun with a
just to make it interesting. Which apparently my shoddy defense is making it interestingly enough. interesting enough. We don't need any blown calls from the umpires right now. Ah!
This guy doesn't strike out too many batters, but he still manages to get guys out. He hits it up the middle.
Come on. Boy, I'm getting ripped.
That looks like a base hit from the second to left of back. That's strike one. He goes the other way. Safe and a close play. He beat it out for a base hit. There's strike one. Against righty pitchers, the batter is nothing to write home about. He sends this pitch to right field. He closes his on it.
What an inning. Wow.
Nobody out. On the ground. And he's out of
Alright, the game was supposed to move along quickly. That wasn't supposed to happen.
And a strike. Ooh, partner, that is some kind of sinker there. Started out the knees and really just bottomed out right out of the zone. Behind in the count, 0-2. The pitcher threw one right out of the strike zone, and sure enough, the batter went right after him. There's a line drive. Hey, that's a great play on a very tough line drive. That's one of the toughest balls in baseball to judge. They appeal to the third base ump.
Come on.
Get towards the shortstop. Oh, God, he makes a great play. Back to the top of their lineup. He hits
Dang.
Good start to the inning. The leadoff single.
Maybe time to warm somebody else up. Let me see who we got here. Let's get Britton loose.
And that's a strike swinging. That is a bad-looking swing right there, big boy. Slider for a strike. He just missed that by about a yard. Taken for a ball. If ever they're going to steal a bag, it's right now with this guy. He really knows how to steal a bag. The count is square at 2-2. Sometimes you try to make a hitter chase your pitch. That's what you saw with that fastball. He sends it foul to the left. Down he goes on strikes. Swings through a fastball and misses. Pretty good time to send the runner. They've got the perfect guy to send.
Bets. And see, that's what I was talking about earlier prior to the game, right? Guy with 88 speed, and he's just standing there on first base, right? I know you've got your middle of the order, but for us as human players, we'd at least try to think about swiping a bag, right? Put a hit and run on something. And so that's why when I do when I play my dynasty or whatever, and I do the sliders, to crank up their steal rate, at least to get these fast guys moving, right? get some offense going, get some action going.
5 innings remaining. Boston leads by 3. The pitch is hit towards second. They got him for the out.
Looks like I used up all my good hitting early in the game. Come on, get down.
Grabbed by the right fielder. Most years, this hitter doesn't hit for a high average. He sends this pitch to center. Third out, we go to the bottom of
3 quick ones. Let's bring in Britton. See what he's got.
Almost a great play. Base hit to lead off the inning. Bradley takes his turn at bat.
Try to get something down, roll one up.
Sinker too low. God, if he hadn't been looking for another pitch, that looked really hittable. Hit to the right
there it
side.
is. Turn it back.
They roll 2.
Yeah.
God, that double play was smooth as silk, just like they practiced it, big boy.
So getting back to what I was saying, put the game down for several years and finally got back into playing around, say, late 2014. So around that time, hold up a second.
The inside out's the pitch to the right side.
Turn this commentary off for a second. Like I was saying, took a few years off, got back into the commentary, got back into the game, and it had been a few years. So I decided to take a look, and like I said, we're talking like late 2014. There were two sources for rosters at that time. And if I recall, those are the same ones that were doing them when I had previously played in 2011. So I was at least familiar, and I went with the guy who I had bought rosters from before. And again, they were adequate, right? They were fine. You could take them, play with them, and and never know what you were missing, I guess, right? You don't know what you don't know is what they say, right? So bought those rosters, and I think maybe by that time I had some more time, and I was kind of further along in terms of how I felt about the game and what I felt like I could do with the rosters. And so when I had got my hands on those rosters, I saw that they weren't really up to the standard that I would like. And I figure a lot of people, when they buy the rosters from me, they feel the same. I mean, in terms of, there's little tweaks you'll do, right? You'll see little things that you think are not right, or you think a rating for certain guys should be this or that, and that's expected. But the rosters I was looking at that time, I really felt like I could do so much better of a job, and hopefully when you buy mine, or if you have mine, you see the little tweaks, right? But you say, hey, these are pretty solid. I can pop these in right away and enjoy the game, right? And I wasn't getting that feeling with these other ones. I felt like they were adequate, and it was better than doing the whole thing yourself, but I felt like I was putting so much time into it to get it the way I wanted it. And so there came a point where I was like, okay, well, I put so much hundreds of hours into these things, and they're just totally unrecognizable from the original seller. So let me try to keep working this and try to improve them so I can put them out there for you guys, right? And so that's really how it was born. Like I said, I sold some in 2010, 11, not that many. Because I wasn't really active in it. I wasn't putting in all the work, and there were those other sellers out there. So I messed up on that one. And so when the time came, I swore he was going to catch that ball, so I went back. When I saw that I could do better, started putting my own out there. We got a slug there running, so he's not going anywhere. That's when I put it out there for you guys, and it's just grown ever since, right? Since late 2014 or 15. Why does their scoreboard say they have one hit? Alright, I guess I gotta... I maybe should have looked at a pinch hitter in that situation. Hold on a second. Let's take a look here. No, he's fine with the versus lefties. Okay, so Gardner maybe. Let's see who we got on the bench real quick. Pinch hit. Torres. Why? Obviously, we're going to have to. Yeah, we got to make some changes here. So that's what I was talking about. Torres should obviously be in the starting lineup. So we'll go ahead and make that adjustment. And that's why I play, right? Just things, little oversights, right? Oh, come on. Don't even. Bases loaded with no outs, and he got nothing out of it. Beautiful. So that was probably our chance right there. We're probably gonna go on to lose this game, but bases loaded, no outs. What can you do, right? Got to push some runs across. Go ahead and get Betances into the game, and then get Chapman into the game next inning. Just so you guys can get a look at them. So anyway, started doing the thing myself, getting more serious about it, like really hardcore. And like I said, that's why I haven't played in so long, right? Because I've just been focused on doing the rosters and everything like that. And if you've seen any of my other videos about the Dynasty or owner mode, once I get involved in that, I get really serious into it, and it takes up a lot of time. So I don't know, just doing some exhibition or some practice games right now. I don't know if I'm going to do a Dynasty this year. Kind of leaning towards it, but probably do a little bit more gameplay and then figure it out from there. You can crank the sound back on though, so you guys don't have to hear me for a little while.
Hey, partner, we're going to see what kind of strategy the manager's taking right here. If he calls for the bunt, he's playing for small ball. Goes the other way to the left side. Got him. There's a what a play. No doubt about it, Kite. He made an amazing play right there on a diving shot. Swing and a miss. Goes to first.
He went.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Heading into the...
All right, let's bring in Chapman.
Hey, Kyle, left-handed hitters really have trouble seeing off-speed stuff from left-handed pitchers. Let's see if that's the case here. Late on that last fastball swing. He takes it the other way and sends a fly out to left. He catches the ball for the out. Kyle, he didn't get all that ball. The fielder strolled over and got under it, made an easy play. Swing and a miss at the heater, down and in. Jammed him with that pitch. Fouled away. A 3-pitch strikeout. Two down, bases empty. There's a strike and a changeup. No balls and 1 strike.
Nah.
He's on first with a base hit. Hey, Kite, that is a sweet at-bat. Takes a good approach up there, great fundamentals, gets a pitch, handles it, gets the hit. It's that simple. That one's driven.
Wow.
And gone. Home run.
Damn. Put it on the board.
He didn't even know his own strength. Swinging
So like I said, pretty much confirmed now. I'm a lot better at
sends this pitch to
doing rosters than I am at actual gameplay. So, all right, last chance.
Just got a piece of that one. No balls and 1 strike. They appeal to first on the check swing. Didn't go. 1 ball and 1 strike.
No.
Swing and a miss.
Fastball up. Hard to lay off.
That's his 3rd strikeout. Hey, sometimes you make a good pitch, and that was one of them. Big strikeout there, partner.
The thing that always got me a little bit, and you guys probably noticed this too, is when you're playing,
Kite, that's not an easy play to make it off. He really flashed the leather.
you don't. All right, that'll do it. So the pitchers, like Sale and guys that throw hard like that, they won't use their fastball as much in the game when you play them as they do in real life. So for whatever reason, we took an ass whooping. But for whatever reason in the game, you see these guys throwing curveballs, sliders, like 60-70% of the time. And like I said, that's just sometimes. But anyway, there it is, guys. Obviously, like I said, even though the layoff, haven't played in years, no excuse, but I've got a lot of work to do. So probably, like I said, probably do a few more games and hopefully do a little bit better. Maybe we got to pick a different team to play against. Maybe I should be over here playing against the Orioles or somebody like that. All right, take it easy, guys. Thanks for watching.